Dear viewers, we welcome you to the second episode of Discussion on NEP 2020. We, the teachers of Bhavan Smart Indian School, Kuwait, I, Santosh Chungal,
I, Tushara Sanjeev, would like to bring you the key principles and the vision of the National Education Policy 2020.
let us see the key principles of NEP 2020. As educators, we need to revisit often and get motivated to strengthen the system as teachers play an essential role. In the policy, teachers are mentioned as the heart of the learning process.
The purpose of the education system is to develop good human beings capable of rational thought and action, possessing compassion and empathy, courage and resilience.
Scientific temper and creative imagination with sound ethical values. So, revisiting it will make us more focused. It aims to produce engaged, productive, and contributing citizens to build an equitable, inclusive, and plural society as envisaged or anticipated by our Constitution.
Now, let us see the key principles of this policy. First in line, recognizing, identifying, and fostering unique capabilities of each student. So, how do we do that? By sensitizing teachers and parents to promote each student's holistic development in both academic and non-academic spheres.
Moving on to the second principle. The highest priority to achieving foundational literacy and numeracy by all the students by grade 3. It is given in detail in the National Curriculum Framework for Foundational Stage, which was released in October 2022.
The next key principle is flexibility. So, learners can choose their learning trajectories and programs and thereby choose their paths in life according to their talents and interests.
Moving on to the fourth principle. No challenging separations between arts and sciences, between curricular and extracurricular activities, between vocational and academic streams, etc. To eliminate harmful hierarchies among and between different areas of learning.
Next key principle is multidisciplinarity and a holistic education across sciences, arts, social sciences, humanities, and sports for a multidisciplinary world to ensure the unity and integrity of all knowledge.
Moving on to the sixth principle. Emphasis on conceptual understanding rather than rote learning and learning for exams. Creativity and critical thinking to encourage logical decision making and innovation.
Let us see the next key principle. It is ethics and human and constitutional values like empathy, respect for others, the spirit of service, respect for public property, scientific temper, liberty, responsibility, and justice.
Promoting multilingualism and the power of language in teaching and learning. Life skills such as communication, cooperation, teamwork, and resilience. Focus on regular formative assessment for learning rather than summative assessment that encourages today's coaching culture.
Next, extensive use of technology in teaching and learning. So, it removes language barriers and increasing the access for Divyang students, disabled, differently abled, physically challenged students. They use technology in educational planning and management.
Ms. Tushara, as we always say, India celebrates its diversity. Respect for diversity and respect for the local context in all curriculum pedagogy, and policy, always keeping in mind that education is a concurrent subject.
Adding to that, total equity and inclusion that shows the representation and participation of all groups of students.
Synergy in curriculum across all levels of education, from early childhood care and education to school education to higher education. As we know, when children with different complementary skills, when cooperate, that brings synergy.
Yes. Now, this policy actually gives more importance to teachers and faculty as the heart of learning process. As we all know, in this policy, their recruitment, continuous professional development, positive working environments and service conditions are mentioned. And actually this National Curriculum Framework for Teacher Education is in the process of development.
True that. Here, the framework is very important. A light but tight regulatory framework to ensure integrity, transparency, and resource efficiency of the educational system through audit and public disclosure, while encouraging innovation and out-of-the-box ideas through autonomy, good governance, and empowerment.
So when we see more principles of this policy, it also says the continuous and outstanding research as a core requisite for exceptional education and development. Then continuous review, then rootedness and pride in India and its rich, diverse and ancient and modern culture, knowledge systems and traditions.
See, education is a public service.
Yeah.
Access to quality education must be considered a fundamental right of every child. Substantial investment in a robust, vibrant public education system and encouraging and facilitating private and community participation.
So dear viewers, these are the fundamental principles and the whole policy is drafted based on these principles. Now, let us see the vision of this policy, National Education Policy 2020.
Let us discuss the vision of this policy. This national education policy envisions an education system rooted in Indian ethos that contributes directly to transforming India sustainably into an equitable and vibrant knowledge by providing high quality education to all, thereby making India a global knowledge superpower.
The policy envisages that the curriculum and pedagogy of our institutions must develop among the students a deep sense of respect towards the fundamental duties and constitutional values, bonding with one's own country, and a conscious awareness of one's roles and responsibilities in a changing world.
As we are discussing the vision of NEP 2020, the policy is to instill among the learners a deep-rooted pride in being Indian, not only in thought, but also in spirit, intellect, and deeds.
It also instills to develop knowledge, skills, values, and dispositions that support responsible commitment to human rights, and also sustainable development and living, and global well-being, and thereby reflecting a truly global citizen.
Of course, it is not easy. Rather, we have many limitations. I would say, we, the teachers of the 20th century, teaching the students of the 21st century with a mindset of the 19th century. The systemic dilemma. There are limitations or drawbacks to NEP 2020. We shall continue this discussion in the forthcoming episodes. See you all in the next episodes. Thank you for patient listening. Bye.